My name is Rachel McCall, Rachel Janine Ventapiarki Fraga. Last night I felt threatened. I stayed up through most of the night, afraid to go to sleep. The individual that I was staying with, it seems to be, okay, before I go into it seems to be a running theme within this community. If I don't sleep with them, as in like have sexual relationship with them, something bad happens. And I was being threatened, and it had been increasingly getting worse, especially since I purchased groceries. I do know that when I fled this morning, I fled and I left my Targus satchel with my computer, medical documentation, book, anti-rape idea from Event Help, and my UPS patent pending, a patent pending letter from Alexandria, the patent pending office. I did have a live video that I did take down. I had to follow the Chris Ball to well, not Walmart, but Big Smoke. The police officers once again did not follow the prescribed procedures. Chris had siphoned my gas. It looked like I had driven almost 100 miles. As you can see, the police behind me, and I'm not jealous by any means. At least I have a car to stay in. I've applied for 4 jobs. They have me trapped here. They know I can't leave without a bench warrant, unless I get a bench warrant. This looks really bad because on the 13th I have a court date. Like I said, they'll claim mental health. I told you guys, well, I explained both on YouTube and Facebook that there is, and I do have documentation, video documentation of the police. I do know that I'm trying to keep myself together. I'm doing my best in this adverse environment. I'm lucky to still be alive, I guess you could say. And the thing is that I know I pissed some locals off. I do know that the individual I was staying with has had a criminal history, a violent criminal history, and a drug one. And like I said, I worked for the Department of Human Services, and I was actually a case manager of an individual that committed murder. And some of the things he was saying sounded very similar to what that individual was saying. And I was in fear of my life. It's sort of like, you know, this training and these memories, you know, shouldn't work against me. But they do, because they claim mental health because of something that happened when I was 18 years old. I had grown up. I had worked several jobs, well, not several jobs, but a couple of jobs. And actually a few jobs in what? Yeah, what? It was like 3 jobs in 10 years. And 2 of those 3 was with Department of Human Services, either as a contractor or a community partner or as an entity that worked for Department of Human Services. So it's not like I have a history of bouncing around from job to job. It's quite frustrating to have those 20-year-old files constantly being used against you and having items go missing and report it to the police or report it to, you know, and nothing's done. None of the prescribed laws are being followed. So, like I said, it's still embarrassing to say because all this time I was like, I hope I don't look too much like a Guevara. I hope I don't look too much like it. And the thing is that when I worked at Department of Human Services, a former manager of mine was a brave soldier that went up against guerrillas in Korea. And he recognized the features. It is in my DNA, and which is probably why I fight so strong for civil rights and still give out resources even though I'm backed into a corner, because that's just was my temperament before I moved here. And that's something I can still smile about and look people in the eye. And I can still face my body of work that I did before, you know, what happened in 2013 when I chose to walk away. I tried to start a different life and still help people out, and my legs gave out and I had to, you know, I was wheelchair and bedbound for, 2 years in a row. So now you guys know. And I'm proud of my scars because I earned them through hard work with this community. And it's just, I just hope that me sharing and being able to share for as long as I can at least helps somebody else out there. I hope you guys have a great day and stay safe.